Our club is dedicated to supporting the children and the youth of East Jefferson County in our community and beyond. Just as you all have done through your local leadership and service, I would like to introduce the Team Leader Award Project Co-Chairs, Liz Quayle and Rochelle Dupuis.
Thank you, Amanda. My name is Liz Quayle, and I'm a longtime educator and have been an active community volunteer through Kiwanis for 18 years. I've been involved in the Team Leader Awards as chair and committee member for several of those years, and was glad to be able to include Rochelle as co-chair for this project. So, Rochelle.
Hello, I'm Rochelle Dupuis, and I've been an active volunteer with youth sports and children from schools for many, many years. I'm coming up on my 4th year with Kiwanis, and this is my 3rd year as co-chair of the Team Leader Awards. These awards have a special place in my heart because of the 4 young leaders that I am raising at home and all the young people that I've been able to work with who are making a difference in the community.
Before we continue, we'd like to begin with introductions of our team leaders.
We'll be asking each team leader to introduce the members of their table.
I think just go around the room. So, Layla, could you please stand and introduce who is at your table, please?
Hello, my name is Layla. This is my father, Derek, my mother, Amy, my grandmother, Christy, and my Cat 4-H leader, Lori.
My name is Tallulah Sebastian. This is my dad, Gus, my mom, Candy Sebastian, my grandma, Joanna, and my grandpa, Carl.
Hi, I'm Coco Rosas. This is my mother, my sister, my friend Emily, my friend Violet, my friend Lexa, and my principal, Miss Kaushin.
Ian?
Hello, my name's Ian. This is Jeff. He is representing the museum, and he is the, I think you're the lead CFI at the museum.
What does CFI mean?
Certified Flight Instructor. This is my grandpa on my mom's side, Carl. This is my mom, Megan. My grandmother, Melanie. My dad, John. My grandpa, Lloyd. My grandmother, Sandy. My great-grandmother, Carol. My great-grandpa, Lloyd.
Angel?
My name is Peter Vargas. This is my mentor, Brendan Chambers. My nominee, Bree Kiffalo. A friend, Mark Stevenson. Sarah. And my grandma, Carol Law.
Hi everyone, this is my mom, Erica. I'm Bella. And my dad, Brandon. My grandma, Virginia. And my advisor, Jan. Hi, I'm Michael. This is my father, Jake, and my mother, Bridget, and my advisor, Katie.
We know that most of these young people would not have become the strong community members that they are without the support of parents, family, and community mentors, so thank you. We also have some community members who are here to celebrate these teams, including our keynote speaker, Jenny Milholland.
We'll be introducing our volunteers here as well. We have volunteers, you'll see them sitting back there. We have Lynn, John, Nadine, Mary, and then we also have Rochelle's family who's helping out today. We have Levi, Clara, Emma, Deacon, and it looks like another family member is joining us. Thank you, volunteers. We're grateful that you could all come and support our team leaders today. The Team Leaders Awards program began in 2003 service in their community and leadership excellence. It began when local judge in Kiwanis, Thomas J. Mayhem, realized that he was seeing too many teens in his courtroom who were making poor decisions. So he and Kiwanis, Melanie Bozak, who has been part of this, she's not here today, but she has been part of this since 2003, decided to do something to change the story. Judge Mayhem worked with schools to develop the mock trial program, which I know at least a couple of you have been involved in. And the two of them started conversations about recognizing teens who are making a positive impact in the community. Creating he passed away in 2003, and so Melanie carried on, creating the first Teen Leaders Awards in 2004, honoring 8 young people for their community leadership throughout 2003. That makes this the 21st year that we have been honoring teens in our community for the leadership and community service. In addition to honoring the teens for their leadership, our Kiwanis Club also provides a monetary donation of $100 in the teen's name to a local nonprofit of their choice. Those recipient organizations are listed in your program. We have recognized a total of 199 teens since 2004 for their volunteer service and superior leadership through a variety of programs in schools. You bring that total over 200. We encourage you to read through the lists on the display tables. We have 5 of our past 5 years here of team leaders. You may see some familiar names there.
All of this wouldn't be possible without the dedicated volunteers and mission of Kiwanis. Fort Thompson Kiwanis Club is part of the Olympic Views Division of Kiwanis, which is part of the Pacific Northwest District of Kiwanis International. Our club is well represented with members serving in leadership roles in both the division and district levels. Fort Thompson Kiwanis Club is dedicated to the Kiwanis International mission of improving the world one community, one child at a time. We serve children, youth, and people with disabilities in East Jefferson County, and last year celebrated 75 years of providing this service to our community. Chartered on March 26, 1949, our club was sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Port Angeles. Since then, we have sponsored clubs in the Kiwanis family, including the Key Club of Port Townsend High School, which is now combined with the Rotary Interact Club to be the PTHS Key Interact Club. We previously had a Builders Club at the middle school and hope to bring that back soon. Both of these clubs are dedicated to serving the community, including seniors in their supported housing, younger students, and peers. We've also sponsored the Swim Kiwanis Club and the Kiwanis Club of Kajebi, Ghana. More recently, we supported the Action Club in collaboration with Cascade Community Connections. This community service club is for adults with intellectual and physical disabilities.
Through our dedication to children and youth of East Jefferson County, we have provided many scholarships, events, and activities, supporting them and their families throughout the year. The posters on display, the one poster back there, show some of the projects that we run and support. Besides the Team Leader Awards that we are presenting this afternoon, some projects you are likely aware of, especially since some of you have participated in them. Just to name a few: backpacks for children, providing weekend meals for students with food insecurity, Toys for Tots and Christmas for Children, Stars of Tomorrow, the Rhododendron Kitty Parade, and the Kiwanis Choo Choo. Because of what you, our teens in the room, are doing in the community, and how it reflects the value, service, compassion, and belonging, it is our honor to honor you this afternoon.
And now, we have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, forward thinker, community organizer, Danny Milholland, founder and director of operations for the Production Alliance.
All right, thank you. And thank you all for having me here with you today. It's a huge honor to be sharing this podium with the Kiwanis and all our youth leaders. And we live in a very special place. I had the privilege of growing up here in Port Townsend, and I've I've learned so much from this place and people here, and I was reflecting on my experience with leadership and where I kind of got started and how I got involved in community organizing, and I was thinking back, and I had to kind of chuckle because growing up I was far from a leader. I was not really into sports. I was never a captain of a sports team. I never did ASB. I never really led many projects. It wasn't something that I ever thought myself of as a leader. And when I wanted to share a story where I feel like the roots of it kind of started for me, and I've shared this with some of you in the past, but when I was 19, I had chosen not to go to college. I decided to do some adventuring, and I was living in Northern California, and I was been working on a chestnut farm, and I was in a hot tub at a harvest party was hanging out with some friends, and I got a phone call. Miraculously, someone tracked me down at this party, and I was literally in a hot tub, and I got a phone call from a family friend, and they shared a message that my mom had a brain aneurysm, and that I needed to come home immediately. And the next morning, I packed everything I had and drove straight to Harborview where she was, and upon arrival, learned that she not only had a brain aneurysm, but a heart attack and a stroke. And she was unconscious and given a very small likelihood of survival, and we were, of course, devastated as a family. And in that time, our community gathered around our family in a extremely impactful way, bringing food, sharing songs, supporting our family monetarily. And I had that experience of just feeling the love and support of my community in a very impactful way for me. I spent the next couple of years of my life living back at home, helping my mom and my dad and our family through that time. And, again, 19 years old, I was really still trying to figure out what to do in my life. And at some point, at about 20, 21 years old, I was like, I was so angsty and just like had to do something. I knew I was meant to do something on this planet, but I really couldn't figure it out, and had all these ideas, but no clarity and no determination as to what that was. And in the sort of the height of that, I was given a vision, a very clear vision of the people of the Olympic Peninsula united in celebration. And from that time forward, I have pursued that vision in many different ways. And it has informed my leadership. It has inspired me. And, I've taken that, both the clarity and the pride in this community and the value for our community and this vision for celebration as a unifying, a way to unify people as the primary inspiration for all the work I've done. And it's led me down a lot of leadership opportunities. I've led our community through many traditions, things that I've come up with that the community has embraced. People have come to me seeking support for their visions, and I've helped bring things to life. And I've led teams of 100 people and more. I currently run the Production Alliance. We have a small team and a bigger team of collaborators and a much bigger team of volunteers, and literally, probably 100 different community partners, government agencies. We work with everyone. And all of this, for me, came from that origin story that I've shared. I was thinking about what, if there was a message or something I might like to convey today, and I had a lot of different ideas. And as I came down here this afternoon, I walked out to the pier and was standing on the pier over here and just kind of asking that question of myself, is there some specific message maybe? And this absolutely gorgeous, huge sea lion just popped its head and just hung out with me for about 5 minutes. We just spent a few minutes together. And I was just reminded, we're all in this together. And it's not just us humans, it's also our animal friends that live here. And this is a very special, sacred place. And when we come together, we take care of each other, and that's just part of the life in this place. And so that's the kind of the gentle reminder and celebration of this place. And again, thank you to the Kiwanis for hosting this today. And it's truly an honor to be here, and good work, all you young leaders. I look forward to the visions and dreams you guys bring to life.
Thank you, Danny. We appreciate your words of inspiration and your dedication to our community, truly.
Before we bring up our team leaders, we would also like to recognize that, and as I had mentioned before, the dedication of our Kiwanis volunteers. So we have some who have brought cookies, so wave your hand if you brought cookies. And let's wave our hand for those who helped decorate this lovely space. Okay. And we have some who will be here cleaning up afterwards. We've also had a couple of people who have stepped up for nominators who were not able to be here, and will be reading on their behalf. So raise your hand. Jan? Amanda? Okay, thank you.
All right, so it is now our pleasure to introduce our team leaders. As we call your name, we would like you and your nominator or presenter to join us up front. So first, we are going to start with Tallulah. Perfect. So part of the team leaders process is Liz and I get to conduct interviews with the teams. And it gives us just a little bit more insight into who they are and what they're about. And while we're doing this, we're taking notes. We do have the letters that their nominators sent us, which gives us an idea of what they're doing, but it's fun just to get to know them a little bit more. So these that Liz and I are going to take turns reading are just some of the things that we took away from our interviews with them. So Tallulah. This is Tallulah's 4th year in Students for Sustainability at Port Townsend High School, where she serves as co-chair of the club. Some memorable events for her are the Island Band Project, the Jefferson Transit Car Free Day, and lobbying in Olympia, advocating for bills concerning the environment. She especially enjoyed the tree planting in the Northwest watershed, as she likes playing in the dirt. This follows her in her senior project, where she and her classmate Serena are focusing on unhealthy trees in the Cappy's Trails Legacy Forest, using them as nurse logs, providing plant and animal habitats, and supporting climate change resistance. Tallulah was a member of the Port Townsend High School Key Interact Club in 9th and 10th grade, and helped with the Road Run to the Balls, a food drive, and a clothing drive. She was also on the tennis team and swim team for 3 years each. When asked about who inspires her, Tallulah names Laura Tucker, who has been a strong force, pushing her and her clubmates, humbly taking no credit for her part in their work. She was also inspired by the club leaders ahead of her when she was in 9th and 10th grade. The club had no drama and instead focused on change. She is working to provide that same experience for her younger classmates. After high school, Tallulah plans to work for the Port of Port Townsend, then travel with the WWOOF program supporting farms.
It was an honor and a pleasure to write this letter about Tallulah. I've had the incredible pleasure of knowing her for 4 years. This incredible bright light showed up her freshman year and was part of the health class where they have mentors help them come up with projects and things like that. And she landed with her friend Kayla for me to be the mentor of just watching these two dynamos just do what they do best. And then she joined Students for Sustainability, and off she ran. So this is my letter. I'm offering my highest recommendation for Tallulah Sebastian, an exceptional student who is talented, hardworking, and passionate about making a difference in our world. Tallulah has been actively involved with Students for Sustainability, an environmentally focused service club at Port Townsend High School since her freshman year in 2020. Her commitment to leadership and the environment shines brightly through her work with the club. In this past year, Tallulah has been co-president of Students for Sustainability, where she conducted weekly meetings, listening carefully to each member, supporting their ideas, and identifying and meeting with stakeholders in our community. She's done an incredible job of making SFS to be a club of inclusivity, active engagement, and positive reinforcement. And with her leadership, SFS has thrived. Last year, Tallulah coordinated 9 SFS members who traveled to Olympia to meet with our elected representatives to lobby for the REWRAP Act, a groundbreaking bill that will hold packaging companies responsible for eliminating plastic waste and establishing a consistent and effective recycling program statewide. Good news, it passed this year, and I'm sure a lot of their lobbying activities helped with that. Yes, a win. She did extensive research on the bill when it was first introduced in 2023 so she could present an informed perspective. She worked even harder in 2024. She really impressed our elected leaders with her presentations in Olympia, both in 2023 and in 2024. And Senator Van de Weyck specifically called her out and complimented her on meeting with our local paper mill to get their perspective. And he was really impressed that she had both sides of the story. Tallulah also gained statewide attention with a letter of support she wrote to Representative Berry, the sponsor of the bill. No one would have believed it was written by a high school student due to the mature nature of the letter and the depth of knowledge contained in it, showing how hard Tallulah had researched her topic. The letter was shared with a number of groups statewide as an example of a stellar letter for others to copy and send to their representatives. So in addition to that, Tallulah's helped keep the club moving on a number of activities. She worked with Local 2020 and 2021 to take an SFS idea of making it a county-wide event, a car-free day. Tallulah created the flyer and implemented the program at Port Townsend High School while working as the only student in the Local 2020 group to plan, implement, and evaluate the program countywide. That same year, she worked with SFS members who successfully passed an idling ban in Port Townsend. You may not know we have one, but we do. Reducing unnecessary carbon dioxide output in our community. She has coordinated SFS members to support the Northwest Watershed Institute in several of their tree planting activities, encouraging them by saying how satisfying it is to dig in the dirt and make trees grow, enhance habitat, and sequester carbon too. In addition, she helped organize a cleanup of Katai Lagoon Park since it was filled with unhoused people's trash, which really is a very popular place to clean up. Tallulah has had to juggle meetings each week, set agendas, return responses to a number of citizens who want to promote projects or invite the students to solve a problem. She consistently returns emails to me and other groups in a timely fashion. This is a rare quality in students of her age. On behalf of SFS, Tallulah has been asked to speak on a number of occasions, and she is phenomenal in her ability to keep on top of that, in addition to her schoolwork and her numerous service clubs and sports teams and organizations she belongs to. They include interviews with KPTZ twice, speaking at the Connectivity Fair, and speaking at the January 18th, 2025 People's March. As president of SFS, Tallulah has shown boundless positive energy and an ability to see the big picture while working hard not to miss a single detail. This is unusual in someone of her age. Her ability to lift up all in the club and make all feel included has solidified the group. She works hard because she values the work and what it means, not for any attention she might gain. It is extremely rare to see such talent in one so young. Tallulah will be one of the brightest leaders you are likely to meet and would be an exemplary recipient of the Kiwanis Team Leader Award. And thank you so much for honoring her with this.
history of theater, performing through summer sessions. Once here, he continued performing, not just during the summer, through Key City Public Theater, where he was offered an internship. He said he has learned a lot through this work, including terminology, woodworking, tech, and the challenges of working with young children. Angel says that he enjoys working with people and has had success in customer service. In addition to his involvement in theater, Angel supports his neighbors. He helps them with gardening, moving heavy items, and helping with home maintenance. We're sure that his neighbors greatly appreciate his help. After high school, Angel plans to take a gap year. Through his neighborhood support and helping to build his grandmother's fence, he may have an assistantship. He plans to stay active with the theater and later join theater at community college, where he plans to study hospitality. Angel credits all the KCPT staff for inspiration for his leadership and volunteerism. He respects artistic director Denise and appreciates director and mentor Brendan, whose directing styles make acting enjoyable. He's very, very calm, tough, while remaining polite. Angel says they're all fun to hang out with.
Yay.
Hi. As the resident production stage manager and teaching artist for Key City Public Theater, I am proud to nominate Angel Vargas for the Kiwanis Teen Leader Award. Angel began participating with Key City as a teenager, honing his skills in our summer theater camps and workshops. He started taking classes with us a few years ago when he began spending summers here in Port Townsend. Originally from Mexico, Angel has gone above and beyond to seek out new opportunities to work hard and give back to the community around him. During our 2023 summer camps, Angel approached both me and education coordinator Brendan Chambers about continuing with the theater in a different role. He transitioned from being a student to an intern in the summer of 2024, assisting in teaching and facilitating the very classes and camps he had previously attended. He's a go-getter and always eager to help in any way that he can. Since joining the KCPT team as an intern, Angel has not only advanced theater education in our community, but has also refined his craft in a serious and professional environment. He's participated both on and off stage, serving as an actor and a technician. We literally just ran across the street from the show that's happening. He's been an incredible help with our education programming, consistently stepping in when needed. At the time of writing this letter, he just played a crucial role in our in-school theater week, where we presented a play within the framework of a school day for a classroom of students. That week, we were working with more than 40 students, and Angel had been there every step of the way, assisting and mentoring them. This project benefits not only the students involved, but also the wider community, as the public performances are free for other students at Salish Coast, supporting the community as a whole, and would not be possible without the great work Angel has contributed. Most recently, he's been selected as the director of the 2025 Teen Initiative, a huge leadership role to finish out his internship with us at KCPT. And even before joining us at the theater, Angel went above and beyond for his community in Mexico. He competed in the 17th ANEPPI, annual national competition in Guadalajara, Mexico, where his ensemble secured second place. Angel is respected by both his peers with whom he has worked with for the past couple of years and the community around him in both America and Mexico. Because he exemplifies these attributes of a leader in our community, I strongly recommend him. Thank you so much.
Club leader for Paws and Claws 4-H Club, and by Angie Skell, 4-H coordinator from the WSU Extension Jefferson County. Angie could not be here today, and so after I read our interview notes, meeting with Layla, please step forward. Bring me over on this side. Then I'll read Angie's letter. then it will be Lori's. Okay. All right, animals are a passion for Layla, and that shows with her involvement in 4-H and volunteer work. She has been involved in 4-H Paws and Claws since 1st grade, and in horse 4-H since 3rd grade. This is her 12th and final year in 4-H. Before the COVID outbreak, Layla, as the youngest, always felt like a bit of an outcast. She was energetic and didn't always follow boundaries. She decided once she became a leader in 4-H to make sure that others did not feel like that. Instead, she has made herself available as support for her younger 4-Hers. She includes all club members, even the youngest, in themes and activities for the shows. Layla wants to not just provide support, but to be a good example for the younger members in the club, someone they can look up to and also see as a friend. In addition to her dedication to 2 different 4-H groups, Layla attends Running Start, earning college credits while in high school. To further her interest in animal studies, she is shadowing the practices of a local veterinarian, office 3 times a week, and she has been accepted at Washington State University for the fall, where she plans to study biology for the purpose of preparing for veterinary science. During breaks from school, she wants to come back and help with her local 4-H clubs. When asked about what or who inspired her, Layla named her experience with people in the community. She has roots and lifelong connections here, especially in 4-H. This is a letter from Angie Scout, 4-H coordinator, Wazoo Extension Office, Jefferson County. With great pleasure, I recommend Layla Franson for her leadership of Jefferson County 4-H. As the 4-H coordinator with WSU Extension in Jefferson County, Washington, I have witnessed Layla's passion for and research-based understanding of animal science and expressive arts over the past 2+ years. She provides gentle, solid support to her peers in the club and deeper understanding to the broader public with whom she does outreach education, for example, at our county fair and other 4-H education events. Layla has participated in our county 4-H program for over 10 years and exemplifies our mission to help young people reach their full potential by providing opportunities to learn, develop life skills, citizenship, and healthy living. 4-Hers learn by doing, and Layla can do